1965, many people were not in favor of equal rights for African Americans, and there was a great deal of pushback from whites who did not support the advancement or successes occurring in African American communities. And your family experienced this pushback firsthand. Would you share a little bit about that?
Okay, thank you. When my father, after 1964 happened, prior to 64, my parents were part of the Church of God in Christ, and we traveled to Memphis, Tennessee every year. And because we were not allowed to stay in hotels, my parents had to stay in what they call rooming houses. So there were houses that were close to Mason Temple. If any of you have been to Memphis, it's a very large sanctuary, but they weren't allowed to stay there. So when 64 happened, after 64, he was able to take my sister and I down to Memphis for the convocation because we got to stay in a Holiday Inn. And prior to that, and I talked to my mom about that, what it was like before 64 to have to stay in a rooming house with other people. And she said, you just hook up with a family that lived near the Mason Temple, and they would put a drape up or a curtain up, and you'd share a room with other families.